guys, welcome back again to our channel. As always, it's a channel for me and you, and there's no me without you. As you can tell, I'm so excited. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I made this DIY wig. Yes, it's a DIY wig. I procrastinated this video for so long, but I decided it's about time I did it because I think I could really use this wig. I've been in need of a black wig, so I'm like, why not? Let's do this. It's super easy, super fast, and without any delay, let's get straight into the tutorial. Okay, for the tools, we're using a dummy head, a wig cap. This is the wig cap that I'm using. We're going to be using some pins to hold it down. We're going to be using a big crochet pin because the holes in the net are actually big. So we can go with a big crochet pin. You can see the net, it has no closure. Sorry, the wig cap, it has no closure. It has big holes. So it's really going to be easy for me to work with. Now we are going to pin this down because if you do not pin it down, you're going to have your wig cap falling off, and because of the elastic on the edges of the cap, it's not really going to stay in place if you do not use your pin. So I'm just going to use my pin, press it in as you can see in this video. Blue is my favorite color, so that's why I'm using blue all the way around. I feel like if it's not blue, it doesn't work. Now, this is the extension that I'm going to be using. It's kinky hair. I got it from this wig cap that I made many, many years ago. I've been a DIY girl for many years now. And the fun thing about DIY is that you get to use things that you had in the past. You don't really need to buy new stuff. I'm just cutting out the hair that I'm going to use. I'm going to cut out one crochet hair at a time. And now I'm unraveling the hair because it's too big. The old wig was actually heavy because it was full and it was really heavy. So now I'm going to unravel it. Remember, I've said in one of my videos that I do not like wigs that are too heavy. So unraveling it is going to make this new wig that I'm making really light. It has absolutely no weight. It's not too tight. It's just so comfortable. So this is me unraveling the hair. You have to be careful, unravel it so that the curls stay in place. It's pretty easy to unravel because it's just like a twist. And now that I'm done unraveling it, this is just the last part. I'm going to separate it. I used about twists, six crochet twists to make the entire hair. So you can imagine what I had on the old wig that I took it from. I just used only 6, so I could get like 10 different wigs from the old wig that I had. This is why I love DIYs. It saves you a lot of cost and then you get to look really beautiful. So I'm still separating the hair because I do not want it to be too big. It has to be small to the size where my crochet pin can actually pick it. This is the crochet pin that I'm using. I'm just going to pass through the hole of the net. One thing I really like about this net is that the holes are big. It's not like the net you use for your closure or frontal, those tiny nets. No, this one is actually bigger, so it's easy for the hair to pass through it. And this is my second time making this wig actually. I've made this wig before, but I didn't do a video. I decided to do a video now. This is the crochet pin that I'm using. The hole is actually bigger. The hole of this crochet pin is actually bigger. Okay, you're also going to see how I get to tie a knot after I've been able to attach the crochet pin to the net. You have to tie a knot so that it doesn't fall off. This is me putting the hair in the crochet, close the pin, drag it through the net. Okay guys, I'm moving over to another one. I try to do different crochets so that you can see how I do it. I open the pin. You can see the pin that I'm using. The hole is actually big, like I said. I'm passing it through the hole in the net. You have to be gentle, no rush. Add in the hair, close the pin. You have to close the pin before you pass it through the net. You're going to drag the hair through the net, and it's time to create the knot. There are two ways I create the knot. This is the first method. You drag the hair to two edges apart, and then you just create a knot as you see me do. Just watch and see how I do it. Simple, easy, drag it. Yes, and that's it. I'm also going to show you another one. These are the first three. As you can see, just keep watching. I had to do it a couple of times so that you get to see what I'm doing. When I repeat the process, you get to know, oh yeah, this is the second method. I pass my hand through, drag the two edges, and voila. Yes, I'm doing another one. I'm just going to let you watch. Drag it through. Open it up here. And here's how I'm going to create the knot, the second method. And drag it through, and that's your knot. It's secured so that it's not falling apart. Now I've done a couple of different crochets. See, we're like halfway done. It's really easy, and you can see that I have spaces in between, yet the hair is still going to look really full. Now this is the front part. For the front part, I decided to close the spaces, to cover up the spaces by adding more hair. You can see what I'm doing right now, creating a knot. Yeah, the front part do not need to have so many spaces, so I'm just covering up the spaces that I had there. That's going to be my hairline. I'm repeating the same process. Create a knot. Yeah, I decided to show you a couple of times how I do it. Hopefully, I think this is a closer view actually. It's very easy to see this one. And I'm going to pass the hair through. And that's it. You're creating a knot just to secure and make sure the hair is not falling off. And as you can see, this side is open, the other side is covered, this side is covered. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Now this is the bottom of the hair. I decided to add a net, and I'm going to sew it right here where you see me run my hands through. I'm going to sew it with a thread and needle. Just going to sew it round with a thread and needle. And this is it. I'm done sewing. This is the part where I said I was going to sew through to hold the new net that I added to the black net that I already had. And here's how it looks. Now I'm going to cut with a pair of scissors the black net that I had on top because we do not need it anymore. We've added a new net that's going to be like a skin net. Now this is it after I've cut the black net off. Look at my hairline. I love this. It looks really beautiful. This is the hairline, the new hairline that we have. And there's a net there, but you cannot actually see it because it's like white on top of white. And now with this tiny pin, I'm going to make my baby hairs. I want to add more hairs in the front with some space so that it looks really natural when I wear it. This time around, we're going with tinier strands of hair or fewer strands of hair. It's not going to be as big as it was at the back because this is a smaller pin, so you need like fewer strands of hair. And I'm going to have some space in between so that it's looking really natural and not too full at the front. You're going to see it when I'm done and you're going to understand what I mean. Fewer strands of hair and some space in between. And this is the result. Can you see the space in between? Yes, that's what I was talking about for the hairline. I feel like it makes it look really natural when you have done. This is so beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. So back to the baby hair. I'm going to show you how I did the baby hair. This is braided hair, straight hair. You know, the kinky hair that I use is kind of curly, but for the baby hair, I'm going to use straight kinky hair and like 3 strands of hair this time, because you know your baby hairs are more beautiful when they are scanty. We don't want them to be too full, so I'm going to do like 3 strands of hair, and it's fine to have enough space in between them. This is a pin that I'm using. Pass it through the net. You really need to take your time, no hurry. I took my time while I was making this wig, yet it was really, really fast. This is one of the quickest wigs I've ever made. Probably because the kinky hair is already made, so all you have to do is to crochet. And you know, crochet doesn't really take time. The only thing that's supposed to take time is the baby hairs, and because they are really scanty, it doesn't even take any time at all. So this is the baby hair. I'm trying to give you a closer view. Pass the pin through the net. This net is kind of invisible right now because it's a white net on a white dummy head. Pass it through. That's it. Tiny strands of hair, like 3 strands, and create a knot so that it doesn't fall off. That's it. And there you have the baby hair. Absolutely beautiful. And this is me trying it on. I really love the baby hair. I was just obsessed with it. And that's it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really learned something for this video and you can really try it out. Please let me know if you try it out. It's really easy and really fast. Also, if you want to see how we did this look, it's on the channel. If you want to see how we install the wig, the video is also on the channel. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you'll be the first to know. I promise it's always going to be fun while we're learning this channel. But for now, bye-bye.